Welcome. My name is Michael Waits, and I'm going to be your instructor for this semester of the COP 2220, the C++ course. It's the summer 2020 course. So I want to take a little moment, introduce myself, as well as talk a little bit through the syllabus, but I do encourage you to read the entire syllabus. I want to kind of briefly go through it, cover the top main parts of it, try to keep the video a little bit brief so that way I don't really bore anyone. And so with that, we're going to jump right in and kind of get started. So again, as I already said, my name is Michael Waits. This is my email address. Now they have my phone number listed here, but I will tell you it's not a real good way to get a hold of me. The best way to really get a hold of me is via my email or through the message system through my courses. I don't have actual office hours. Some of that, I would like to say that was because of COVID, but because I actually work in the field and have a full time job as in the field, I am a software development manager in a local software shop here in St. Petersburg. I just don't have office hours, but I can meet with you. It's going to be probably with either Zoom or something like that, maybe Microsoft Teams. We'll figure that out as we need to. But if you need some help, you want to meet and go over something, please just drop me an email. We can get together and do that. If you want to look at my instructor webpage, it's right there. You can click that. Tell you some of the courses that I teach. I do teach quite a bit of courses here at SPC, a lot of different topics, all going to be in the IT field. Here's my academic department and my dean. And so if you do need to get a hold of him, it's an open door policy here. This goes a little bit into what we're going to be learning here. And so before I jump into that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Like I said, I've been a programmer for well over 20 years, know multiple languages, and teach multiple languages. And so C++ wasn't my very first language, but it was one of my first. Probably my first very structured language. And so it's one of my most favorite languages. And for those that are new to C++ or new to programming, period, I will tell you, just make sure you give yourself some time per week to work on this. It's going to be a challenge, and you're going to feel the challenge at times. Just give yourself time so you can work through it. For those that are coming back that already know some programming, this is going to be a great course, and you may find at moments that you're not struggling at all. You might even feel like the course is a little slow for you. Do remember, again, it is it's the first part of the C++ course. What you're going to find, and especially depending on what other languages you know, most other languages like C# and Java do a lot of memory management for you. And so you're not going to know those pieces as much. Here at C++, you're going to have to learn that a little bit more. You're going to have to learn how to actually create memory management and reserve memory and make use of memory and actually get rid of memory and things like that. So those places will be a little bit more interesting for you, and it will also make you actually a better programmer in those other higher functioning languages, because while you don't really have to manage those, you'll know more about it and you'll be better at managing those in places where you need to. So here's again the course information. This is the prerequisites and the required textbook. Now, I have already gotten a couple messages asking me if it needs to be new or used. From everything that I've read through the course materials, it doesn't look like you will need the code that comes with the book, so you should be just fine. Anyone that needs learner support, feel free to make use of that and reach out to these resources. And that is all for you to take care of and look into. The important dates, definitely make sure you know when you can withdraw without full penalty, those kind of things. We don't really have any for this class. You're not going to have any proctored test, anything like that. If you do have some financial aid concerns, this is where you need to look for those dates. So attendance, for me, I do have to do SPC's mandatory attendance, which is the first 2 weeks. And basically, I'm going to look to your assignments. If you're doing your assignments, then you're attending, and I will mark you as such. We also have to do a 60%. So again, if at 60% of the course you look like you're attending and participating, I will mark you as such. If not, then well, to be honest with you, if at some point, probably within 3 to 4 weeks, if you're not doing anything or you're not doing a lot, I'm going to reach out to you and see what's going on if you're struggling, what have you, and try to fix that. But beyond that, if at some point, it's just, yeah, you're not really participating, then I have to mark you as such. Otherwise, I consider you to be a college student, and you're an online course, so your attendance is there. You'll have deadlines and treat them as such. Each module has a certain set of points, but they're roughly about the same. They spread between 80 and 100 points. Here is the breakdown of grades. What I have found in courses I teach is that if you put enough time to your materials, and I usually tell people in a programming course, you need to put 10 to 12 hours per week, at minimum, to your grades. I tell most people that it's really hard not to pass. And for those that tend to struggle, when asked and they really get honest with me, it's because they just haven't found a way to carve out enough time for themselves to make this important. So please make sure that you are finding a way to put the time to this. Now, right now we're in a struggling period with the COVID, and I get that. All I ask is that if you need some extra time, you need to tell me ahead of time. Please don't come to me 2 weeks later and say, "Oh, I got module 3 done finally," and then think that I can just take that, right? It's not fair to the other students. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to you, to be honest with you. So, if you're struggling with a module, that's great. Just reach out to me ahead of time. If you got something going on in your life, you don't have to even get too detailed with it. Just be proactive. Reach out to me ahead of time, and say, "Hey, look, I just need a little extra time on this. Can I get it to you? Not this week, but by the end of next week, right?" I promise you, I'll work with you on that. Um, uh, I'm flexible in those areas, but it's got to be ahead of time. After the fact, I have to kind of stick to the no late work is accepted. It's just not fair to the process. All right. So you have expectations. Simply, you're supposed to be a good college student and maintain responsibility of your schedule, your classes, turn things in on time. Late work's not accepted. Pretty standard stuff. And then I have expectations as well, right? So you got a job, I've got a job, and that is I'm going to provide meaningful activities to help you learn stuff, and then I'm going to respond to your emails, and I'm going to evaluate your coursework on time, and give you feedback, and all those pieces. And by the way, this is one of the reasons why I say turning in late work is just not fair to everyone, is because, believe it or not, turning in late work actually does also make it more difficult for me to grade on time coursework on time, right? So that's why I said it always affects everything, and so we always just ask, try your hardest to be on time, and if you can't, notify me ahead of time. Have I beat that in enough? I hope. All right. So, participation, conduct, and netiquette. We definitely, are big on that. If you've got conversations that need to occur amongst the team, please make sure to be professional. Academic honesty. This is a big one for me. I've already got my master's in IT, and right now I'm working on my MBA. So, like you, I'm also a student, and have been in academics for a long time, and it's near and dear to my heart. academic honesty, and that is don't cheat, right? Um, we all have to work hard at this. I'm not asking you to do anything that I'm not doing myself, right? So please be academic honest. And what does that mean? I don't mind if you're out on the web and you're looking for some input and some help. If you grab some code from somewhere, fine, great, I'm okay with that. Just cite your work. Tell me where you got it from and when you accessed it, and do that with a code comment. You got yourself covered if you do that, right? If people are helping you, okay, just let me know, please, right? Also, if someone's helping you, that's fine. If they're writing it for you, not fine, right? And please believe, I've been doing this for a really long time and can tell when a student is writing something versus their programming buddy. So again, you've paid for this course. Get something out of it and don't let your buddy program for you. We don't use Turnitin, so nothing to really talk about. Student survey of instruction. I am a big fan of this. Please, at the end of the semester, I will remind you, fill this out. Let me know how I'm doing. This is going to be your time to grade me for a change. I take this very seriously. I like teaching. It's something that I feel like I can give back to the community. And so I want to do the best I can. So please let me know how I'm doing and where I can improve. The technology piece I'm not going to go over because well, you're online watching this video, so I'm pretty sure you probably have the technology piece down pat. So that is the main piece of this. Again, you're going to find that the course content, you're going to want to start with the begin here, which is the syllabus, and then module 1 is going to get you right into the course and get you going. Make sure you go through the materials. And then take a look at the projects, get those projects done, and then the quiz. I appreciate your time, and if you've got any questions, make sure you shoot me a message, and I will respond, and we'll have a great semester together. Thank you.